Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading. This is for any sign is welcome. If you found this message is for you and any sign of the person that you may be thinking of. This is a no contact, low communication reading. It could be a soulmates in separation, twin flames in separation. So if you're not interested in knowing anything about your past, check out the collective love readings. This reading is meant for someone else. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to all of my subscribers. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you have been guided here today. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages from the person that I'm thinking of today. What is it that I need to know about this connection? What is it that you need me to hear? I am listening for you now. Hold on. Take my hand. It was a little bit of a, and I know you don't want to hear this, but it was a little bit of a hold on a little longer. And you could be, you've been waiting already for a long time, but it was a little bit of a hold. Please hold on for a little bit longer. I have a no-show. I know I'm not showing up in your life. I know I'm not there for you. I know I ghosted you, or I blocked you, or I pushed you away. So I do feel like they know, they're very aware. I have a toxic energy. I have silence. And I have happiness coming in. So I feel like it wasn't always toxic. It wasn't always this silent treatment, or I feel like over time, the energy shifted. I feel like we were really, really happy in the beginning. We were very affectionate. Everything was going really, really well. And then all of a sudden, there was either inconsistency, there was space in between times that we would talk, or the space in between when we would see each other. I feel like that started to stretch. And also a feeling of the way that somebody was talking to you. And it could be they were under the influence, Spirit just said. It could be, when they drank, they said things that they wouldn't normally have said, and you don't like them when they drink too much because I guess they're not their good side comes out. And I think that it just shifted over time. And did I just say shift? Shifting gears. Wow. So it shifted over time, and it just was this feeling of, how do we fix this? How do we change this? Until I feel like somebody just said and did something that was just so outrageous that it just said, I can't do this right now. I can't do this anymore even. So energy does shift, and I feel like they're saying something has to be forgiven and something has to change. So what needs to be forgiven and what needs to be changed is how I feel right now. I do feel like it's a connection. I'm going to say that I still feel you. And what I feel is when we were happy. They're saying ashamed, that this person is ashamed of maybe some of their behavior, that there is a sense of shame and remorse. There is a sense of guilt that, believe it or not, they're feeling. So they're having a hard time with that. And that could be the reason why they're not facing you. They just can't face themselves, Spirit just said. You may be feeling that they're playing games, and it's been a game of tic-tac-toe. It's your move, it's their move, and neither one of us are willing to make a move. So we are struggling with that. I do feel that. But at the end of the day, we just want to know, am I going to be with this person or not? And because I'm not interested in playing games, I'm not interested in pretending. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you need me to know? I have a 10 of Cups. I have a 10 of Swords. There's the happiness. There's the ending. I have a 6 of Cups. It definitely feels like a soul connection. Here's my soul connection, making a wish. It's everything that you wanted. It felt really good. I don't know what happened, just came into me. I don't know what changed. What could I have done differently? So I do feel like it's a soul connection that was interrupted, they just said. Could be interference. Interrupted. What interrupted your connection? What came between you? Was it work? Was it their ego? Was it addiction of some kind? Was it another person? But something came between this connection and it interfered. So I'm just going to say it that way. I have a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Again, there was this sense of we could have it all. We could be really happy together, and we were seeing and planning a long-term relationship. I feel like we were both all in. We were talking about a future together. We were talking about staying together. Spirit saying we were madly in love. And then it's this feeling of it started to get silent. I want to know why. Why did this person pull away? Why did this person, why did this person feel like they were struggling? I have an 8 of Swords, and 8 of Swords, of course, is always a feeling of I felt trapped. I felt controlled. Now, you could have been trapped. You could have said, you can't tell me what to do. You could have been feeling that I don't have to report into you, or I don't have to tell you where I'm going or who I'm seeing. But out of respect, and it depends on what stage in a relationship you're in, out of respect, you tell somebody, you know, hey, I'm going to be with my friends and I'll see you in a few hours, you know, or I'll text you when I get home. But it is a feeling of control and somebody not wanting to be told what to do. So that's also ego interfering. That's also a sign that somebody isn't ready. So here's a 4 of Cups, and a 4 of Cups is very apathetic. It's somebody who doesn't really want to put in the energy, doesn't really want to put in the time, doesn't see like what's in it for me. And it's a little bit of a pity pot card for me. It's somebody who is a victim in some sense, like you were holding me back from being successful. You've been holding me back from focusing on my career. You know, you're too demanding of my time. I can't spend time with my friends. They're not a victim. They can do whatever they want, you know, with their time and energy. And if they want to be in a relationship with you, then you have to be a priority. And that's really how relationships work. Okay, so we're at a judgment point. We're at a turning point. The answers are starting to come to your person. Spirit just said they're starting to have an understanding of the way they just said it was of their reaction to a situation, that they overreacted. There's something that happened that they definitely overreacted, and their actions probably were not in the normal range, probably not something that they would typically say or do. And I feel like they just lost it. I do. I feel like they just kind of lost it, and you saw the ugly side of them. Let's see what sign this could be sun, moon, rising signs, but well, I'm just going to pull a couple signs. Don't worry if you don't see your person's sign. These are I like to just throw out a couple clues just to see if there's a little stronger connection for you. I have a Leo energy, self-confidence. I have an Aquarius energy. I have an Aries, independence. I have a Virgo, integrity. Let's do one more. I have a Scorpio, intensity. Was this a Scorpio who lost it? I just want to know, is this a Scorpio who lost it? All right, let me pull a couple of initials. Let's just see if I can grab a handful. First initials, last initials, Spirit. What is it that you want me to hear? Let's see. They're stuck together. Okay, I have an X, W, I have a J. I have an A. you. All right. They're thin. They're like thin pieces of paper, so they're hard to grab, but we'll get it. All right, let's see. I have an E. Let's do two more. I have an L. And I have the letter R today. Okay, so again, don't worry if you don't see your person's letters. They're just a handful of clues. They're saying S at the bottom of the deck as well. So we'll take the S. All right. Let's see what else Spirit has. Spirit, tell me about my person. What is going on? Playing games. Egos, lost. I've been looking for you and all the wrong people. Boy, that happens, doesn't it? You have an attraction to somebody, you have a relationship with somebody, and nobody can fill somebody else's shoes. So your person could be really feeling that I've tried to connect to other people. I have been with other people even. It's not the same connection that we shared. Here's the victim mentality. I can't save you or fix all of your problems. So you may feel that way for them. You may say, I can't fix you. I've been trying to help you. They could close themselves off from help and then complain at the same time that they don't have what they want, but they don't let anybody help them. So they'll say, I'm fine, I'm good. And it's a victim mentality. So it's really hard to be a partner with somebody who always feels like it's not their fault. I have lessons. There are still lessons I have to learn before I can be ready to be with you. Very true. That's good, because if this is a soulmate in separation, we both want to learn lessons. We both want to learn something about this separation and about our feelings, so that when we come back together, we're not necessarily the same people, that we've learned something new, because otherwise we're just going to keep going round and round with the same issues. So we do have to go through something. I'm not ready for you yet because of finances. I'm not financially stable enough to be a good partner with you. I feel like this victim mentality is connected to their worth. And if this is a masculine energy, more so than feminine energy, masculine energy connects their worth, their self-worth, their self-esteem more in with how much money they're making or their career or their status than a divine feminine energy will. They just put more emphasis, whether it's society puts more weight on them or they just put more pressure on themselves because of their divine masculine energy. But I do feel like this person is, I guess, struggling with, I want more out of life and I don't have it and I don't know how to get it, but therefore I don't want anybody to help me. So they've got to figure it out. They got to figure out. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's just going to hand you a pot of gold. So everybody's got to get up and go to work every day and figure it out. And nothing is handed to anybody unless you inherited money or were born into it. But for most of us, we all, build the life that we're capable of building. I have a Queen of Wands. Strength. I have a 10 of Swords. And I have a Queen of Wands also, that light. Okay, so you can see that there's some financial issues here. There's bills, there's, I'm guessing that these are bills and receipts and notices. So he or she could have something really heavy on their plate, and it's the underlying problem. It's something that they are really struggling with, and it's just never enough. Spirit just said nothing is ever enough. Nothing is ever good enough. They never have enough. They always want more. So something is going on around that energy with them. But Can they pull it through? Can they make things better for themselves? This is my High Priestess. I have a 5 of Wands. And I have, I'm sorry, 5 of Swords, and I have a Death card. So something has to end. It's like a fight within themselves. It's a fight within themselves about that. I've got to find strength to be happy with what I have. I've got to find strength to be happy with who I am. Maybe they're not happy with who they are, and they're not where they want to be. And they've somehow, going back to those earlier cards where it became toxic, when they drink too much, or they all of a sudden all that negative energy is spewed out and it's directed towards you. So there could be something going on with that. Like they're holding in their anger, they're holding in their anxiety, they're holding in their resentment until they can't handle it anymore. And then it just, it blows up. I have a 10 of good cheer. Okay, there's my 10 of cups. And here's my sun. Beautiful. And I have a magician at the bottom of the deck. Let's take a look at and I'm going to go with an ace of cups, an ace of pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right. So the feeling that I'm getting with these cards, you can see it almost turned. It almost went from, I feel sorry for myself, to I'm going to work harder. And I feel like this ace of pentacles is either good news about something going on in their life. It could be a job opportunity. It could be money coming in. It could be just something in their mind clicked that everything's going to be okay. But it is this feeling of, I just want to put these two down for a second. It is this feeling of, I can do this. So this person has turned some kind of corner. And maybe they needed to be alone to do that. Maybe they needed to be alone to find that inner strength, to make a change, to open a new door, to tap into all the skills and abilities that they have, almost a little bit of a survival mode. But it is a sense of, I've been doing the work and I'm kind of proud of myself with how far I've come. So your person could have some good news for you when you do talk to them. They could have some changes. Spirit just said they have made changes, something along those lines. All right, let's see. And then this came into me as a reunion, a reconciliation, we can be really happy together. And I'm going to say it this way: the silence is broken. Whether they reach out to you, they want to see you, they want to spend some time with you. And I definitely don't want to be without you for the holidays. So I do feel that we're going to celebrate. We're going to do some of these things together. And maybe the holidays is a trigger for them. It could be a trigger that we always spent the holidays together. I don't want to miss out on what our traditions are together. I don't want you to be alone, Spirit just said. So there is this beautiful sense of, I've given it a lot of thought. Spirit, can I have some loving messages, please? Let's see what they say. Boy, life is a long journey. Life goes through a lot of ups and downs. I want to feel your touch. I'm afraid to show you who I really am. I do feel like this person tends to say, I'm fine, everything's okay, in this kind of victim mentality role when they're really not okay and they've got all kinds of things that they need help with. You look happy without me. So that's a little bit of a pity pot. I would go back to that 4 cups energy where, am I doing the wrong thing coming back into your life, or would you be happier without me? But that's a self-esteem issue for them. They've got to have higher self-esteem than that to know that nobody would make them happier than you, and they need to be able to fight for you. It was difficult to let my guards down, struggling with my feelings. I thought you were too good to be true. A little bit, again, insecurity. I thought maybe you'd want to be with somebody else. You were or are my best friend. And usually that's what happens. You start to miss the friendship. You miss the person who you talk to every day. You miss the person who's just always there for every little thing in your life. Like, what'd you do today? And they know every little kind of detail of your day. And you start to really miss that person. So he or she could be really missing that you're checking in on them, that there isn't really anybody out there right now wondering how their day went. One day we will reunite. I do believe that. I do believe that. I'm feeling the silence is broken, and I'm feeling that the games that we've been playing are ending. They had asked us right in the beginning as far as timeline. I'm going to say that the answer from Spirit today was they asked you to hold on a little longer. And this person overreacted to something that I think that they feel shame and guilt right now. So they've got to get over that as well and then confront that when they see you. But one day we will unite. Let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to break this silence and bring this back together. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com.